got your own band, Adult Net. You're also a member of the Fall. How do you find time for both?
Well, you have to plan really carefully and plan well in advance.
How does that manifest itself, Mark? I mean, do you have a glorious 3-year plan?
Me, no. I don't usually plan more than 4 months ahead. Never have.
Why do you do Adult Net?
I don't know, it's just, I don't know, I love doing it, you know. It's kind of like, you know, the Fall is one thing, and I love being in the Fall, and I think it's like the greatest band, and I love doing the music, but there's another part of me that is like screaming to release itself, and that's the Adult Net. I like to write my own songs and sing my own songs and do it myself, and it gives me a great sense of satisfaction, and I think, you know, it's pretty good music, and I think other people enjoy it.
A bloke said to me yesterday, he said, you know, the Fall always strikes him as like 6 talented people almost like fighting against each other, you know, musically. And I said, yeah, that's probably why it's good, you know. But I mean, it's true that if you listen to a sound check, you just hear Brix and the drummer, it sounds great, you know, you could make a record out of it, you know what I mean, on its own.
So are you in complete control of the Adult Net, when you're Todd?
Yes.
Whereas the Fall is more of a collective?
No, I think the Fall is more under Mark's control, really.
Do you rule with an iron thumb?
No, I think he's, I just think in all groups it's better to have one spokesman and one, you know, I've seen too many groups go down in the name of democracy, you know. And, you know, I think I've got the right to do it because, you know, I care about the Fall, I don't care about, you know, if you get group members who want something, it's usually out of selfish reasons, you know.
How about compromises then, like signing to I mean, you're an independent band, aren't you? Signing to a major.
Well, semi-major.
Would you sign to someone like CBS and become an out-and-out pop group?
I've never seen any difference. I've never been a great upholder of independent labels, even though I've just formed one. I mean, I always think it was an independent band. I mean, in the way we are, you know, like us outside everything else.
Well, who are the Adult Net signed to?
Well, we're just leaving Beggar's Banquet and signing to Phonogram.
So you're going with the major?
Yes.
Now, is that important for a pop group, then?
I think for me it is, because obviously to compete in the market that I want to compete in, I need to have a lot of money behind me, you know, helping me to get a good producer and make a great record, you know, pay for all the things the band has to be paid for. I mean, I have no money. And to make, you know, a video and to promote the records properly. You
shouldn't have to apologise, anyway. I mean, but... No, I think it's good to be separate. I always try and keep the two things separate. You know, being on the same label was a bit difficult, I thought.
Waking up in the sun to find that the day is undone. Waking up in the sun. Waking up in the sun. I grip the sand in my teeth. I feel the heat in the beach. Waking up in the sun. Waking up in the sun. But there's peace in the waves and the pound of the beat. There's a rhythm in the water. There's a beat where I sleep.
It's interesting hearing Brix talk about markets, competition and promotion. I mean, do the same things apply to the Fall, then? You're saying you shouldn't have to apologise for it?
Well, we've never actually needed it because we've got, you know, a hardcore sort of, got, you know, decent followers who've sort of stuck by us, like, you know, 7, 8 years. And in a lot of ways, you know, it makes some companies very lax we've been with. I mean, the one we're at the moment is okay by me, you know. Might not be the case in a year. Could well be the case. You know.
But don't you want to make the Fall a big band? Don't you want to be successful?
Well, we got in the top 40 by sheer sales, you know. I'm quite proud of that, you know.
And the album's in the top 20.
So,
what was the biggest hit you've ever had, Victoria?
Ghost. Ghost in my house.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course. Got that. Now, that was someone else's song. It was
Sort
quite a
of the
surprise.
decline.
That was quite a surprise. Why did he choose to do that? Or
Which
did he
one?
choose Ghost in my House?
I just liked it from youth club days, really. I always liked Andy and Ted a lot. And but it's funny because Brix was talking about covering it, actually, and I said, no, we've got to do it.
Ghost in my house. Ghost of your memory. Ghost of the love that was touching me. For our love used to be only shadows of the past I see. Times can't seem to erase the vision of your smiling face. The dead flowers I sent thee. I can't get over ye. This ghost in my house. I can't hide. The ghost of love resides. Keeps on haunting me. Just keeps on calling me. Down in my teacup, I see your face looking up. Sitting in my easy chair, I feel your fingers run through my hair. Those are the parts, your specters in my heart. There's a ghost in my house, I can't hide. The ghost of love that's inside keeps on haunting me. Still just a part of me.
Now, you said earlier that you'd formed your own independent label.
Yeah.
What's all that about?
Well, a lot of the fall stuff from like 80 to 83 is reverted back to me. Because I never used to sign a lot of contracts when we started out, I didn't believe in them. And and I get a lot of letters for old fall stuff, obviously, as the band grows, you know, there's people getting ripped off, charged, you know, 20 quid for a single and all that stuff. And also, I mean, I thought, well, if I'm doing it, I might as well, because I tend to get a lot of quite good cassettes sent me in the past. I mean, even like groups from 80, 81 who never, it seems to me a lot of the time, the best groups get hardly anywhere, you know. I think the Fall's always been very lucky. You know why it seems to be the groups with organisation, and of course, you know, good luck to them, but the ones with the biggest mouth, not necessarily the best talent, you know. So I'm looking for eccentrics, really. I've found loads of them. But and we're also going to have a sort of a in-house band, you know, because we've got 6 great musicians and that, you know, 5, sorry. And,
How's things in Manchester these days? Bands, I mean, since the Smiths' demise, New Order are a huge band these days. How do you view those people?
I think it's, but I was amazed at the tapes from Manchester I got, you know, like 70% of them were really high quality. And they were very young kids as well, which I thought I was surprised, you know, because I've always been sent cassettes and a lot of it's dross, you know.
But what about the older Mancunians? I mean, what do you think of Morrissey?
I think that was
now?
a myth. I think the myth is becoming true now, I think. I like to think that anyway.
Brix, are you a Smiths fan? I mean, you work with ex-Smiths, don't you, with the adult
Yeah,
Myths?
that's true. Well, I think There Is a Light That Never Goes Out, or whatever that song is called, is brilliant. And How Soon Is Now is brilliant. I think, yeah, I like the Smiths. I love New Order. I was a huge Joy Division fan as a teenager. Wild about them.
How about New Order then now, Mark? Were you a Joy Division fan?
No, we were sort of in the going at the same time, you know.
How do you
And
think?
we were always very isolated in those days as well. We wouldn't mix with anybody, you know.
Finally, would you go to the two of you? Would you go to a New Order gig now or buy a New Order record?
We've done lots of gigs with them, and we go. If they're in the
I
same
enjoy
town
them,
as
yeah.
us, they come to our shows, we go to their shows, they're great.
It's like a big happy family.
It is.